Hey, what's up, inTank? How you doing, buddy?
Doing well. How
So
are you
funny.
guys?
I'm okay. What do you want to chat about?
You're okay.
Appreciate your car edits. Yeah, I'm okay.
Well, maybe we can make it better. Or worse.
Well, there wasn't enough pizza. There was only 2 slices. I wanted 3.
That's it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I could have been better. Yeah.
Maybe if the Democrats would
Privilege
open the
like that,
government
so-
again, you could order more pizza.
Literally not how that works.
Oh.
So if you want to try again, yeah. Unfortunately, Papa John's doesn't stop running when the
Government's
shut down.
already shut down, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I just, your SNAP benefits
Yeah,
might
you
run out
just
next
wanted to
month,
say some
though, so you
bullshit.
can't go get
Sure.
pizza ingredients or something.
Do you think companies can't import when the government shut down or something? Like, what's your statement here? This is really fucking stupid.
No,
So
I'm
SNAP
just
benefits.
hoping you don't run out of SNAP benefits next month, so you can keep buying food.
Motherfucker, I'm privileged as fuck, bitch. And I work.
Didn't the BBB cut SNAP benefits, by the way?
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're taking care of waste and fraud and abuse. But apparently SNAP's
Wait,
going to run out next month
so we're
because of
finding
the
waste, fraud, and
Democrats
abuse,
completely.
right? No, hold on. We're finding waste, fraud, and abuse, right?
Yeah,
Who's
absolutely.
getting indicted for these crimes of waste, fraud, and abuse?
Who's going to get indicted?
Yeah, who's been
who's
found?
getting-
Who's been found to have?
Well, the government
been
can
breaking the law?
allocate funds that are wasteful and not be criminal.
Okay,
Well,
what about the
yeah, but
fraud
if
and
it's
abuse?
wasteful
Fraud and
and
abuse
fraud and-
would be illegal.
Yeah.
Fraud is illegal.
And so in most cases, abusive government benefits are.
Yeah, I think if there's cases
So
of fraud, you
who
bring
is
those
going to get
forward.
indicted?
I mean, there's
And
always
why hasn't
cases of
any
fraud in the
indictments
government.
happened? It's
No,
been
there's always
over
cases of
9
fraud in
months.
government, but
Yeah.
they had Doge, they had all these programs. So where's the fraud and abuse coming from?
Well, there's some
It just
fraud in
sounds
the
like you guys
PPP.
shut
A lot
down
of
agencies
Democrats
you
were
didn't like, and you
scamming
lied about
that.
whether or not they had fraud and abuse.
Yeah. So where
Well,
are the
it's
indictments?
waste, fraud, and
intent?
abuse. It's kind of a threefold thing.
Yeah,
Not
but there's
everyone
serious
has
opponents
all
that are
three of those
pointing out.
conditions.
There's two
Apparently,
components
there
that
is
we're
no
pointing out.
abuse or fraud because there is no indictments of abuse and fraud.
Oh, there might be.
if you
I'm
just say-
not
just say it's
specific on
waste then,
every
buddy.
value. I mean, there was a lot of fraud from Democrats in the PPP loans. Remember that? I mean, they're going after those people still.
That's going
What
to
about
be
when
shifting away the
What about when
conversation away from
Republicans
SNAP.
did that? Was there
Yeah.
fraud when Republicans did that?
Okay.
Well, Republicans issued the PPP.
Yes, so there was
Oh,
fraud
that is
in
true.
that. Okay, so why are we just pointing out the Democrats?
Well, because there was just a lot
You
of
think
fraud.
it's because
from
we're
Democrats
partisan
doing
hacks?
that. A lot of
Do you think
daycare
that's why, maybe?
scams.
Yeah, because we're partisan hacks.
So do you want to just talk about waste, or do you want to talk about fraud and abuse? Which ones?
I don't know. I initially wanted to know when the Democrats are going to open the government again.
Whenever Republicans come
Whenever
to the
Republicans
negotiating
don't
table.
want to raise premiums on 14 million people.
Well, that's not on the table here. You guys can bring up a bill, I suppose, but that's not in the
We want to
CR.
negotiate that within the continuing resolution, right?
Well, unfortunately that's not going to happen. Democrats have already
well, then I
voted
guess
for
we're not
this.
gonna
Shut
open up
down
the
unless
government.
Republicans can come to negotiate.
Until they
buddy.
can
Well, the
negotiate.
Democrats already proved this. Now they're trying to change the game. Seems a little weird.
Democrats want to negotiate.
Well,
We want to negotiate.
They can
We
bring
want-
a
we
bill
want
and
to
do it the
ensure that
right way.
Millions of Americans won't have their premiums raised. Do you want millions of Americans to have their premiums raised?
yeah, I've been screaming that the ACA is not affordable for a long time. Obamacare was a disaster, so this is just the inevitable
So,
happening.
America
finally.
they
disagree
should have
with
their
you, but that's
premiums
okay.
raised. That's a
No,
question.
they should have never been forced into Obamacare plans, but that's what the Democrats wanted. So now we're here.
Yeah. So do you think that we should? I don't see any Republican proposal to fix the premium issues. So
Well, you can get rid of
Insofar
all
as we
those
don't have
shitty
one.
plans that make me have maternity care when I have a penis.
Regardless of it, regardless of if it's shitty or not, it's still going to raise premiums if we eliminate them. I don't see Republicans offering a health proposal to reform it. So what's going to be your arguments that we?
Well, I don't know what
should?
they're going to do next year. But right now, we need to open the
Well, yeah,
government and
issue
approve
is
the
we're
continuing
by the
spending
end of this
resolution.
year, we're going to have premiums raised in 14 million people.
Well,
So
this
do you
was
want that
coming
to
down the
happen or
pike. This was actually happening about 3 years ago.
It's gonna be a
and
yes
the
or no
Democrats just
question, by the way.
extended
It's not
the
gonna be your
inevitable and never
response. It's gonna be
fixed
yes or
anything.
no.
I don't
gonna be
know.
yes or
When,
no, by
when
the way?
you
That's-
when you just
that's dodge
talk
number
over
one,
me,
just
it's
to be
very
clear.
evident that you
That's
don't want to hear
dodge number
facts,
one, just to
logic,
be
and
Well, no.
reason.
When you don't respond to a yes or no question without the answer,
Well, I
yes or
can't
no,
when you're
that's gonna be a
talking
dodge,
over my
by the way.
last response. So you ask a question and then you instantly jump on me when I respond.
Well, yeah, 'cause the
because
answer
you're a
is- so, yeah.
childish, insufflant Democrat.
So, inTank,
Yes, sir.
here's the issue. I asked you a yes or no question, and you don't have the words yes or no in your response. Okay?
Why don't you start
get-
over while I'm not talking so I can hear you, sir?
Well, so do you remember the question I asked?
Absolutely not, because I was responding to the previous
so
question
I asked
that
it
you
three
asked.
times. I asked it 3 times. Okay. So I'll ask it for a 4th time. Just so
There you go.
Remember it straight.
Okay, if
Do
you want to start
think
talking anytime
14
soon, it'd be
million
good.
people should have their premiums raised. Yes or no?
Yes, that's the inevitability of the ACA. It was never affordable. And the
So that
Democrats
doesn't
did
have to-
nothing to fix this.
Cool.
So here we
So
are.
that doesn't have to be an inevitability. They
Sure
can
it does.
negotiate, keep it funded for a time frame of a year or longer, like the Democrats are asking.
Okay.
And then they can submit their own budget and bill for a health care proposal that would fix the issues in the ACA,
don't do
whatever
budgets in
they
this
are.
country anymore.
But they're clearly not doing that, and they just want to raise health care costs on 14 million
so
people.
all of that has nothing to do with the
interrupting who now, by the
continuing
way?
spending
interrupting
resolution.
who now, by the
Here's
way?
where you don't let me talk again ever. So
Well,
that
you
has
won't let me
nothing.
talk there, so.
Okay, right. So that has nothing to
You
do
can
with the
pedantic
continuing
about me, but
spending
when it comes to you,
resolution.
it's really
This is the
it's really
Democrat.
weird.
This is how the Democrats have been taught to debate. They just talk over you, especially when you're spitting out facts, logic, and reason. So that has nothing to do with the continuing spending resolution.
Can you name 3 laws of logic?
3 laws of logic. I don't know where you're going with that, and it sounds childish because you don't want to hear that the ACA has nothing to do with the continuing spending resolution. Yo,
I'll explain to you. So,
okay. I'm glad I came here for your explanation of how a continuing spending resolution works.
Yeah. So, can you explain the 3 laws of logic?
No, it sounds like a childish debate game, and you can play it, not me.
Okay. Well, I guess you're not very logical, though, like you just claimed.
I guess not. But what does that have to do with the continuing spending resolution the Democrats already voted for 3 times? Some of last year, all the Democrats voted for it under Biden. So why are they all of a sudden against it?
Yeah, because they made more cuts to healthcare programs.
Well, elections have consequences. Boo freaking who?
Well, yeah. So then they were going to change their policy prescriptions when they cut the healthcare programs.
Bring up a bill and do it the right way. But shutting down the government, not feeding troops and poor children is probably a bad look.
Republicans are refusing to act in good faith. They already cut Medicaid.
There's no good faith to act on. You do this in a bill. You don't shove this in at the last second because you're having a temper tantrum.
Well, then wait. So if there's no good faith to act on in Congress, why would we act in good faith, the Republicans?
No, Congress has passed this already. It's the Democrats in the Senate that are holding it up.
Yeah.
That's called the House, dickhead, not Congress. Try again.
Yeah.
Well, it's Senate Democrats that are holding it up. So I'm being very specific here. Because the House is Congress.
Can I ask
overall,
you,
it's Congress.
Real quick, because I think Nick's absolutely obliterated you so far.
Right, yeah.
What is the Republican argument for what Democrats want?
Bring up a bill and do it the right way.
That's not the Republican argument. What has Mike Johnson spoke on? What has Mike Johnson said is the problem?
The problem is none of this has to do with continuing spending resolution. So let's open the government, and then you can bring up a bill.
You can try again. You're wrong again. Try again.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know every one of his words.
No,
I don't follow MSNBC like you guys do all day.
Mike Johnson has. Hold on, Nick.
Yeah, sure.
Mike Johnson has had one complaint this entire time. What was it?
I already said I don't follow every one of his speeches here, but
So
you don't know.
have to do
You
with
don't know.
illegal.
well, I may or may not. I don't know. Why don't you just say something instead of playing this
Mike
weird
Johnson
guessing
is
game?
lying. Mike Johnson is lying. And
Mike Johnson's in the Congress. It's not on his table
Why are
right
you
now.
talking?
Why are you
What
talking?
the
It doesn't
fuck
matter
do you
what
think
he
this
says.
is?
Okay,
Mike
go.
Johnson is saying that Democrats want to fund illegal immigrants free healthcare. This is
Yes, they do.
incorrect, and this is a lie, right?
Well, they do. They
Sorry, that was an accident.
They
Tell
do.
me.
They absolutely do. All the presidential candidates in 2020 raised their hand
What's your
for
evidence
funding
of this?
illegal aliens in healthcare. When illegal aliens go to the emergency room, they're given healthcare on my dime, your dime. Well, probably not yours, but more mine, I would imagine. So they're given benefits, and there has been loopholes in things where they get it from state Medicaid programs as well.
So that's through state funding. We're talking about federal funding.
Right, which gets directed from
Are
federal
you going to let me
funding.
finish, or are you going to be really pedantic about me interrupting you and then not give me the same?
I don't get a whole lot of time to talk, so I'm just going to keep doing what I do.
Okay, then I'll meet you whenever. Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
anyway,
that's usually what losers do.
Okay, cool. So inTank, it seems to be the case that you made a claim about illegal immigrants getting health care. You made a couple claims that they do get health care. I want to ask, do they get any ACA funding? Yes or no?
I don't know. Probably not. It's probably a Medicaid scam type thing. Oh, you muted me, so you didn't hear my answer. No, probably not. It's a Medicaid type of scam thing is how they were able to receive free health
state
care.
programs, which does not receive federal funding.
Funneled from the federal Medicaid
So they don't
system.
get any ACA funding.
Right.
So
maybe
how are
not.
Democrats upholding illegal immigrant health care when Republicans have not gutted Medicaid for these programs that offer state Medicaid for their own illegal immigrants.
Well, they did
Why would this
take care of
argument be
Medicaid
valid for Mike
issues in the
Johnson?
BBB. So the big beautiful bill.
Why would this argument
Okay,
be
you
valid
don't
for
really
Mike
like
Johnson?
me talking. Is there a reason why you just really never let me talk? Is that just some kind of?
Well, I
do you
asked
know
a
you're doing
question,
that, or is
I
that
asked-
like a
so I
mental
was asking
disorder
a
that you
question,
have?
and then you interrupted me. That's the
Okay,
reason, right?
so that's a funny. When you ask me a question, usually people shut up and then listen for the answer. Do you have a mental?
Well, no. I was
mental
asking you a question, and you
have you been
started ranting.
diagnosed with this
So-
situation, this condition?
That's cool. So I'm
Yeah.
going to ask again.
Mm-hmm.
Has Mike Johnson? What's Mike Johnson's issue with this? He seems to be saying, right, that there's illegal funding for immigrants. Where is the illegal funding? The only thing you can point to is emergency rooms, which is barely any money that I don't think they're
Yep.
trying to cut.
And then there's
Less
federal
than
money
1%.
that gets funneled in to the Medicaid system in the states.
This has been a
Wait.
policy since Reagan, just to be super clear.
Yeah. No, it doesn't get funneled in. What happens is states supplement additional spending with their own state income taxes or whatever taxes they want to use to fund Medicaid.
Right.
That's not funneling in. That's just them supporting
So,
citizens.
yeah, it's when you
that are-
mix the money,
that are
it's kind of
citizens of our
hard to
country.
say one is coming from the other when all the dollars get mixed in at the end. But
What's your causal source for that, by the way?
well, it's reality. So if you have a Medicaid program in your
reality's not gonna be a
state
response, by
and
the
it
way.
receives, say,
Reality's not gonna be a response. How do you
80%
think that
from the
responds
federal
to the question I
government,
asked?
and then you put in 20% from the state, how do you say what dollars are going to what place when you're already
Insane.
subsidized 80%?
Yeah, because you can track the citizenship of the people.
Yeah, and they're finding out that a bunch of illegal invaders are getting these state Medicaid programs. So they're
Yeah,
cutting
states
back
Medicaid
on that.
programs. Genius.
Right.
Yes, you said states in the Medicaid
Yeah,
program.
they're doled out by the state with federal dollars. I've
No,
said that
that's
multiple
not necessarily
times.
true.
now.
Federal dollars go to citizens. Federal dollars do not go to illegal citizens.
Right, like I said, it all gets
So
pooled
I'm
in the
asking
same
for the
account.
causal,
So how?
I'm asking for the hang on. I'm
Yeah,
asking for the
I've
causal
explained it, but
source.
since you talk over me,
I'm
you're
asking
never
for
going
the
to hear
causal
it.
source of where the money is going to go to illegal immigrants. Do you have it or not? Yes
If
or
you
no?
keep muting, I
Yes
mean,
or
if
no?
you're just losing by muting me, and then by talking over me, you never listen to
That's
the
how you
answer.
define losing. Okay.
So when 80% of your funding comes, say, the federal government, and you chip in 20%, how do you know what dollar came from what for, what care? You have no idea.
the status of the people who get federal Medicaid versus state expansions of Medicaid.
Right, but the dollars
The
are all in the
legality
same
status, for
pool,
example.
dude. They're all in the same fund.
Not necessarily. What's your source they aren't?
State budgets, dude. I mean, you just look at this.
Pull it up.
And every state's
up,
going to be a
pull it
little
up,
different.
pull it up,
okay,
pull it
I'm
up,
not-
pull it up.
All right, I'm not having a debate
You're not
with
pulling
the
it up. You're not going to
computer.
provide the source. You're not going to provide the source.
Well, why don't you look at
You're
your
not going to
state
provide the
computer?
source. You're not going to provide the source.
These guys are
Okay.
lost.
You're doing really good there, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it was something that you're way more confident in, obviously.
I knew he was going to try and be really pedantic about stuff, so I don't know.
100%. My issue is I'm getting people who are making arguments that the House GOP isn't even making.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they are
this is
making
what I
the
always just run
argument.
into with the Israel-Palestine stuff. Like, people would make arguments for Palestine that the Palestinians weren't even making.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the issue is that he's making arguments they're making, but he's looking into like the legal argument, which is like, okay, what are they actually saying? And also, like, you can't. His whole idea is premised off the Democrats have to negotiate in good faith, but Republicans have already gotten their demands in with their Medicaid cuts, and so they don't have any reason to act in good faith. But they simultaneously can negotiate in good faith when they open the like. How does that make any sense? There's no. It has to go both ways, which it
No,
doesn't.
you did really
so.
good, buddy. Rick Valentine said illegal aliens get welfare out of my taxes. That would be incorrect, sir. Sorry.
Yeah,
to
you
tell
want to come up?
Oh, you can come back up. inTank.
Oh, you dropped me, and now I'm back. Look at that. How does that work? What, you guys can't
I
handle
let
a
you back
friendly
up.
debate with a
Be a good
conservative?
boy.
Just
Be
have
a
to
good
drop
boy or
me
you
like the
get
little
dropped.
losers that you are, or what?
Oh, you are being a good
Just have
boy
to
or you get
drop
dropped
me
again.
like the little losers that you are, or
you
what?
are you're being a bad boy, so you get dropped. Hey, Rick, you can come up, buddy. I don't know why you debate somebody in the comments. Why don't you come up here, buddy?